Thank you. I have a question for you. Who here has ever had a dog or a cat or a family pet that got sick? Yes. Me too. I remember my first dog. I got her when she was 6 weeks old, an absolutely gorgeous little Labrador Retriever puppy named Jaya. And I raised her from 6 weeks old, and she was my best friend. She was my buddy. She took care of me, and I took care of her. But a couple of years down the road, she got sick. And I didn't know what was going on with her, but I knew that she was lethargic and something was wrong because I felt her nose. And that's how you know, right? Yeah. You feel the nose, and it's like, oh, that's not a cold nose. Something is wrong. So I took her to the vet. And the vet diagnosed her with an infection or whatever it was and said, here's a little bottle of pills. Take these pills home and give her one in the morning and one in the evening. So I thought, okay, cool. Now, I'd never had to give her a pill before, so I didn't have any experience with this. But I went home, and at dinner time, it was time to give her a pill, so I took out the little pill. And I went over to Jaya, and I said, okay, I'm going to give you your pill now. And so, open your mouth. And I, pried her mouth open. And I did what the vet had said, which is like you shove it way into the back of their throat, and then you hold their mouth hold. Okay, so go on, swallow it. Come on. Why are you looking at me like that? Come on. Swallow it. Come on, swallow it. Swallow it. Come on. Come on, Jaya. Swallow the pill. Okay, you done? Ah! Ugh. Oh. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It is not easy to get the dog to swallow the pill, the good medicine. Well, I didn't know how to do it, so I called my friend John. And I said, John, you've got a dog. You've had dogs all your life. What do you do? How do you do this? And he says, well, have you got some peanut butter? Yeah, I've got some peanut butter. He says, well, hide the pill in the peanut butter. Hide the pill in the peanut butter. Well, I did that. I went and I got a spoon and I scooped out some peanut butter and I, kind of figured out how to stick the pill inside the peanut butter. And then I went to Jaya and instead of prying her mouth open and everything, I just went, Jaya, come on. And she just lapped it up. And you know what dogs do when they get peanut butter in their mouth? But the pill went down. Hide the pill in the peanut butter. Now, what has that got to do with the power to persuade, the magic of story? Well, in this metaphor, that pill is the good medicine that you have to communicate to your audience, to your customers, to your employees, to your stakeholders. That's your ideas, that's your concepts, that's your information. But sometimes, would you agree with me, that pill is a little hard to swallow for your audience? Sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's technical, or sometimes it's literally a bitter pill. It's bad news. It's not good news at all. And yet somehow we've got to find a way to communicate this information in a way that they are able to swallow it, digest it, and get the good medicine into their system. But it's not easy. So what is the peanut butter in this metaphor? Story. Storytelling in the way that I'm going to share with you the story theater method today. Storytelling is this absolutely delicious, lovely, tasty, enticing way to hide your message so that it gets across to your audience and they think, oh, we're just telling stories. We're just having fun now. So it's a nice little magic trick. And today I'm going to let you in on the magic.
Hi, my name's Holly Phipps-Adams. I'm the Vice President of Organizational Effectiveness.
I'm Adnan Barkawi. I'm the Senior Manager for Leadership Development at a major technology company.
My name is Meredith Forehand. I'm the Program Manager of Executive Development.
And we just had an experience today with Doug Stevenson. He actually introduced the concepts of storytelling to our team of consultants, senior consultants, and trainers.
Our work with Doug started significantly before we decided to bring him in as a speaker. I remember we had many phone calls and design sessions as we talked about our needs and what we were trying to accomplish for a senior leadership summit that we were hosting essentially brings together our vice presidents and above, 120 of them.
We have brought Doug Stevenson in several times to speak to our leadership development programs on the power of storytelling, how we can impact business results, how we can be better leaders, and communicate with impact through story. It has been a joy to work with Doug. He is super engaging. The audience loves him. That's why we keep bringing him back.
This was an exceptional experience in which not only we learned tips and tricks about how to engage in storytelling, how to engage others with storytelling, but it also prompted one to become introspective about themselves, about what they've done, their life history, and how they can truly infuse what they've experienced into their own training sessions, which then can add value to those who are experiencing the actual classroom setting. It was a wonderful day. It was high energy. Doug brings enthusiasm, he brings intellect, he brings wisdom, he brings a candor, and he brings a real sense of humanity to these courses, which makes it that much more real and even raw in some cases.
The greatest accolade, if you will, that I've received, that was the first event that I put together for our senior leadership team, was when our CEO, as soon as Doug finished speaking, sent a text message to my boss, who's the Senior Director of Talent Management and Performance Management, saying that we absolutely nailed it with our speaker.
The feedback we received after his first keynote was overwhelmingly positive. The audience loved him. One person said, "This is the best keynote I've ever heard on storytelling." I think it's really important for our leaders here to know how to tell a good story and how to really communicate their message in a way that engages people and motivates and inspires and influences others.
If you invite Doug to join you and your team, what I can tell you about his style is that he has a poise, a presence, he infuses humor into the day many, many times, and through his stories he actually can help bridge the connection to you personally. That's something that makes it, again, come to life and make it real. He's fun, he's engaging, he has energy, and he just has a way about him that creates an environment of comfort for everyone in the classroom such that they can truly enjoy the experience, sit back, learn, listen, and even be vulnerable at times, which is nice, because we can actually be human on the job as we should be, especially for leaders.
If you find yourself on Doug's website, it's the place where I began actually after I did a quick Google search on storytellers in business contexts. I was really impressed by the method in which Doug is able to understand the audience that he is speaking to and really make his message very tailored and specific. And that was a value proposition that was very unique to Doug, quite frankly, because we did a tremendous amount of due diligence in searching for the perfect speaker. And after our experience, after the recommendations we got, there is no question that Doug is really one of the top tier speakers and minds on storytelling in business contact.
So if you're searching the web for a great keynote speaker or workshop facilitator to talk about story and the influence and impact it can have on your business, choose Doug Stevenson. He's fantastic. You will not be disappointed.
So Doug, thank you so much. It was a really wonderful learning experience for me personally, and I can say the same for my team.